I don't care who you are. You need to be working out at least minimum 3 times a week for at least an hour. Even if you ain't walking or, going on a brisk, going outside, stretching, yoga, anything to get the body moving. Welcome to the Conscious Legacy family. We are back again with another video. Today's video is going to be the benefits of being in the gym consistently. Going to the gym, working out, having a good regimen. Y'all already know me. I'm in the gym every day, Monday through Saturday, 4 o'clock in the morning. Every morning I get up at 4 a.m. and I hit the gym. I get there about 4:30, 4:45 a.m. and I leave about 5:15, 5:30ish. Give me a nice hour workout in. Give me a good 45 minutes to an hour. It don't really take that long, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to get into the benefits of not only waking up early, but going to the gym, you know what I'm saying? And benefit number one is your overall health, right? This is something that is a necessity as a grown adult. People say your checkups, the dentist, your finances, or having a car, or having this. Yeah, all that's important. But if you don't have your health to enjoy the fruits of your labor, what is it for, right? You have to be able to be consistently engaged with going to the gym. You have to be engaged. This is something that can be learned. It's a learned behavior. People think that because, I didn't grow up like that, I didn't grow up active, I stayed in the house, or my parents never made me do X, Y, and Z, I can't do whatever. They come up with people come up with so many excuses to why they can't work out. It's ridiculous to me. It's not an excuse. Going to the gym and making sure your health is taken care of is very important. Very, very important. People, I think the United States has the highest obesity rate. Not only the highest obesity rate, but diabetes and high blood pressure and just all these diseases that can be avoided by just working out and eating right. You do have some anomalies. You do have some people who, were born diabetic, or, they are more susceptible to certain things. However, that is not an excuse not to go to the gym. That is not an excuse not to go work out. I don't care who you are. You need to be working out at least minimum 3 times a week for at least an hour. Even if you ain't walking or, going on a brisk, going outside, stretching, yoga, anything to get the body moving. So that's benefit number one, your overall health. Benefit number two, your self-esteem. Your self-esteem. A lot of people, men in particular, and some women, lack confidence and self-esteem because of who they see and what they see in the mirror. If you're not pleased with what you see in the mirror, it's very hard to be confident, right? There's been times where I was more so on the slimmer, skinnier side, unhealthy, doing drugs, drinking, whatever, not getting enough sleep, not eating right. And I didn't like who I saw or what I saw in the mirror. I didn't like what I saw. I wasn't mentally there yet to understand who I was looking at, but that's another video. But I didn't like what I saw. And when you don't like what you see, it can kind of throw you off a little bit as far as your confidence and your self-esteem. So number two is definitely, it raises your self-esteem. It's just something about going out, working hard, lifting some iron, doing squats, bench press, whatever the case may be. And you can physically see in the mirror, like, dang, I look better. And I don't want to get into the cultural differences because you do have some, nowadays they have the plus size models and things of that nature. And that's all fine and dandy. But to me, there's nothing better than a nice fit figure on a person. There's nothing better. That's my personal opinion. Benefit of number three. So when you have discipline in working out, it ultimately translates over into other things, right? When I wasn't working out, when I wasn't getting up early in the morning, I don't know what it was, but my work ethic just was not there. I've always been a hard worker, but I didn't apply myself as much as I could. Like, I've always been a hard worker. I've always had jobs. I've always been able to create some type of income for myself. However, I noticed when I started being more disciplined and getting up in the morning and getting after it and writing things down and planning things, and that's how I start my day. It translated over into my business. It translated over into my music. Like, I'm very much so detailed when I start my day. Okay, I'm doing bench press, I'm doing incline press, I'm doing flies, I'm doing this for this day, and this day I'm doing leg press, I'm doing calf raises, I'm doing hamstring curls. And then once I'm finished with the gym and I go to my work, it's like, okay, I'm going to take a picture of this route. I'm going to go this direction. Okay, I know I got to go 5-10 miles out and optimizing my route. I know that I'm just a lot more organized when it comes to my work. And I noticed that when I started taking my health and my physical health more serious, everything starts to translate over. Like, I'm a lot more organized when it comes to just even my house right now. Well, I know I got some pillows right there, but even my home is organized. Like, everything is in a specific order. Everything is in a specific place. Like, that's when you get into purpose. That's when you get into everything has, what do you call it, divine order, or whatever you want to call it. You know, I think that that's another benefit as far as working out. It translates over to other things. If you're disciplined working out, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be disciplined at your job. Disciplined at your job, you're 9 times out of 10 going to be disciplined with your finances. Disciplined with your finances, you 9 times out of 10 going to be disciplined with your sexual desires, or whatever journey that you're on. It translates over to other things. Especially, that's why I recommend people work out in the morning, because it sets the tone for the day. Because you get a win. It's like, I got me a win today. Now let me go conquer some more shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's benefit number 3. Reason number 4. This is just an obvious. And who doesn't want this? Like, you become stronger. Not only physically, but mentally. You become way stronger. Like, there's been times when I first started lifting, I couldn't even lift the bar. I couldn't even lift 135 pounds, but now I'm lifting almost twice my body weight. You have stronger bones. Your body's a lot more durable. You don't get hurt as much because you packed on so much muscle, and your bones get stronger and more dense. And mentally you get stronger. And it kind of ties into what I was saying earlier. It goes to that discipline. Working out makes you a stronger person, mentally and physically. There's certain things that I thought that I could never even do. You know, there's been times, and I'm not recommending to do this, not recommending this at all, but there's been times where I had to get home from a route. As you guys know, I have a logistics business. I had to get home from a route, and I had to mentally get in the mindset, okay, I was up for 24 hours. I was like, I have to stay up for another 24 hours. Like, I had to pull over for a bit, take me a nap, and I had to hit the road because I have to be back, because I promised my daughter something, or I promised this person something. I'm a man of my word. I have to get here. You know what I mean? So it makes you mentally stronger. Now, if I wasn't working out and I was back 2-3 years ago doing drugs, smoking, whatever, 1, I wouldn't even have my business. And 2, I would have never even been able to stay up 24 hours. Like, even when people just walking away from certain situations, right? Even when people try to push your buttons or try to trigger you and say certain stuff, it's just kind of like you have so much more self-control, at least for me. Like, that's my intention when I work out. It's mental. You know what I'm saying? I'm lifting heavy weights. I don't want to do it, but I do it anyway because I know I need to. If somebody is, for an example, if somebody's yelling at me and they're, 5'8", and they're like 120 pounds soaking wet, although I'm not going to underestimate, I'm not going to let them put their hands on me. But it's certain things that they say, it's kind of like, okay, you're not putting your hands on me. You're upset. You don't want to really fight me. You're just really mad. Yes, you would like to hit me, but even then, do you really want to hit me? I'm going to just let you say what you need to say. Especially if I can't go anywhere. If, like, we're secluded. Like, if I'm in a tight area and I can't go anywhere, I'm going to just let you say what you need to say. You done? You feel better? Okay, let me go on about my day. And if I can leave the situation or evade the situation in any way, somebody yelling, I'm in an uncomfortable situation, okay, I'll holler at you. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. that's the mental strength and the mental discipline what comes with exercising and working out. And I've done martial arts too. I was an amateur boxer, so that kind of maybe that ties into it as well. That's crazy. Here's my belt. Here the belt right here. Needless to say, that is pretty much it for this video, man. Those are the benefits of working out. Those are the 4 benefits of working out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all the support. We're growing this channel very quickly. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share the video. And I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.